Okay, now I believe I've got this done. See if, I guess, if you have the patience to sit through all this or fast forward through different parts of it that you don't want to waste your time with, whether or not you think these boots look good, the way that they're shined. Now I'm going to try to use the Kiwi Express Shine Sponge on them. See how well that works out. And take out the laces on the side. Explained early on in the video about the flexibility and all that stuff. Kiwis and penguins from peasandcorn.com. See how well this works.
A lot of people ask me, do I plan on staying in the military? Do I plan on doing 20 years? As I currently sit today, right now, yes. I plan on doing 20. But we'll see. We'll see. So, hope that answers your question. What else we got? And by the way, I love personal questions. Love personal questions. Always. A lot of YouTubers kind of sit behind the veil and kind of just speak and unknown and what do you eat for breakfast?
It's going to be difficult to get it to come out. It is new. Shouldn't be that hard.
Where I lose my spot. Alright. That's your turn. King of thinking. Aircraft knows to get into welding after my 4 years. It's bad off out there. Seems like a smooth transition. Wadner asks, what advice would you give a guy in his late 20s that has you in tech school and how to deal with those immature 29-year-olds who will be in the So, something I have to address.
Oh boy.
The premise is slightly flawed in terms of assuming that all 18 to 29-year-olds are immature. You're probably going to be more right than you're wrong, but it's the wrong mindset to enter with. Because it's going to skew all your potential relationships, all your potential opportunities, all your potential allies, friendships, relationships, personal and professional, will be skewed as long as you're coming in thinking that this entire age range, which probably makes up the bulk of the military, is all immature. You're probably right with probably maybe 18, 19, 20, 21. You might find some immaturity there as it relates to wisdom, as it relates to having experience in a given environment. But I could easily call you immature.
Stuff don't really come out as good as I remembered it.
And I see your mindset as a civilian coming in. I can call you immature. So it's a matter of perspective. It's something to think about. But
right boot.
Has to be in tech school. If you're older, you have experience, that means you're moving immediately in the position of leadership. I don't want to make this a cliche answer.
I said you'll find that the brighter the lights are around you or in the hot sun, the less it won't look as great in the gray skies and with manipulation and light, very much like what is done with advertisements on cars, bodybuilders with airbrushing and bronzing gel, like was used on our previous president to make him look good until you see him looking like a rotten fungus-filled tree stump when he's sitting in the back of the golf cart. I'm just calling it how I see it. That's what that looked like. Not to get too political about that. The point with the boots or leather items, you're going to find in the gray skies that they look way better when you're in contrast to a white or a light-colored floor or beige floor below you, like is in me in this loft. Second story of this house is not really a second floor. It's like a loft. So here into the eyelets, the uppers. Try to get inside. All this stuff actually works. It's not cheap. Like I said, if you're balancing out what it costs to buy it. And yeah, like this gouge right here, you can seem to hide a lot of imperfections with it.
Yeah, he just tattoos like every other week. And again, I'm not getting a tattoo. I don't plan on any. But you would know that they're bad. You don't get in touch with them. No, you don't need that. No. It's not my job to try to be a friend. It's not my job to try to understand him in every single facet. It's my job to help guide him in the Air Force community. And of course,
Work that great.
and try to help where I have experience, I can help him. And where he has more experience than I do, as far as maybe he's more social than I am, maybe he gets along with everyone, and I want to get along with a couple people, it's an exchange of value. And that's how you need to see everyone around you. Basic training, tech school, you're exchanging value with people around you, and God told us the same place. You might as well work together. And as soon as you start nitpicking and saying, well, they stuck over here, and you got discipline over here laughing and joking around.
So, Bruce's out of setup. This is out of here.
Help them.
Okay, now I'm gonna put them on and I'm gonna show you how I go about putting them on. I don't know if I used all this stuff or not. It's got like an indicator in the front of it. Kind of like a wheel seal on a truck. Have a lot in it. I'm wondering if it might not be a bad idea to drill a hole and pour the stuff straight on. That might help.
At least for the Air Force, it would not be hard physically. It may be somewhat stressful.
You know what? Maybe that might not be a bad idea if I take an awl or a pick and attempt to do that. Like one of those yellow ones that you get from Harbor Freight that you'll save a lot of money on. If you don't waste God knows how much money from Snap-on, Matco. As a matter of fact, I can attempt to do that right here, right now, or do I have something better for that purpose right in front of me? Could have sworn. What? What? Hiram, Ben, Benny, Bernard, Benjamin, Benja Boogie, whatever. Baloney, boop, alias you go by. That's me being lazy. Don't be lazy like me. Just hold on a minute.
There's not a lot of opinions, not a lot of feelings involved in what I'm doing every day. I don't get
Okay. I screwed up and didn't have good lighting on this. As I'm going to do this, I'm going to try and do this.
Because I get up before them. And I execute before them. And I have to work and all my personal work
Alright.
before a lot of them get up.
This up. This adapter.
That means I have to accommodate someone else's opinions.
Slow this down. Go to crawl.
My goal setting. My goal is to
Got this old but definitely far better hacksaw from Craftsman. Not everything from Craftsman is that bad. This is a Harbor Freight funnel. Wouldn't be surprised if George Washington Carver once modified and made a Buchner funnel the same way he made volumetric flasks before they were even called that, with wine bottles and beer bottles with flint and amber.
I still have a family, I can still get married, I can do all that.
Sold that off at the bottom. Okay.
Because I've sought wisdom. There are 50-year-olds.
Put that here.
Men who are
got that here, got this here. Got these drill bits from Tractor Supply Company, not Harbor Freight. And they might not even be that great of a quality. Even worse than Harbor Freight though. Not Cobalt, not M7 alloy. But I say that this is worth the case alone, because this case is way better than anything I've ever seen. Get the right diameter, you can play by eye. Okay, see that? Let's see here. Which one of these has more in its reservoir? This one? Or they both do. Both do. Alright, is I'm going to do this. Like Mr. Spock with the communicators in Meteor 7. It's possible you could alter its components, or you could take two devices and make it into one working one. Or a more effective one in this case. We'll take this here, we'll carefully drill a hole.
I will consider it.
This is back in here.
But only in relation to...
I'll carefully drill a hole inside this reservoir in order to get it out. Now when you're down on an edge, don't automatically make a mess,
I want to help you get where you're
or
going.
maybe even put this something, this container of heel and edge resting on top of here. We'll take this bit, that, what is this? Say number, I don't know, 43, whatever it is.
My goal is to turn what I do daily.
Half inch.
So, serious relationship.
1364s. I say take.
Line up with what I'm doing.
Which one's this?
No seconds. So,
Third one down.
great question.
Yeah, dude.
Jeremiah Lofton asked, I'm in tech school right now. I'm
3/32 of an inch.
In July. I'm shooting overseas, especially as my first season.
Always got a TA86 at the left hip. You convert that to decimals.
So yes, there's a way.
3/32 or divide. 3/32 or divided by 32. 0.09375. Correct number, significant digits. Put that back. Okay. Take this. Put this inside of here. That's lame. That's confusing this. And viewers might find it rude. Or cheap. Or cheesy, like I'm trying to steal Ray's content. Okay. Automatic chuck. Get this in. Click it. On forward. I'll carefully go inside of here with this. Got it. Got a nice little hole in it. There you go. What we'll try and do now, take that out and pour this into this funnel. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to try and get this sponge to go in this reservoir and get that directly out of here. And funnel through it. Hold down with it. Doesn't appear to be coming through. Maybe if it's pushed against. Okay. Take the back of the Kiwi SC Johnson Wax Kiwi Express Shine. Put it on to here. Might even not even need to do this. Push this here. Make this come out, or better yet, the expletive held all that. Put that down. Don't make a mess with it. Put this here and get the back of here onto another. Watch. And then get it to ooze down towards the top. Like this. Not quite going this quick. Alright. Let's change the drill bit. Go wider. 30 seconds. Alright. This one here. It's 13/64 of an inch. That's your fractions. Convert that to decimals. 13/64 was 13 divided by 64. 0.203. Correct number of significant digits. Alright, or at least I think is. All that will be explained at a later time when making instructionals on ASVAB videos. So, you've got higher viscosity. It flows a lot slower. Try to bend this back again. Very slowly, very carefully. Alright. There we go. Put that down. Put this back, careful. And we'll take this and we'll try to ooze it into from one reservoir into the other sponge. To do so, pressure from the holder of the container to go back inside. There we go. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. To be able to get more of the product. Maybe if you even manipulate it like that of a card shark. Like a magician or an illusionist. Maybe the air pocket didn't work that well. I don't know. Try to dig further. Without the use of a Dremel bit. Let's see, let's put it back in. Go farther. I'm going to try and do this again. Try and go down with it again. No wonder why it takes so hard to get this stuff out. That also comes off. Interesting. You can pull it off. Okay, now you got more air. Take this, put that on there. Don't put your mouth on it and blow it like garden hose. No. But when you do it, okay, I'm telling you this right here, right now, you take these, whether they're polystyrene or polyethylene, whatever this plastic is off of here to make sure that don't get on it. Try to absorb a little of this off of here. Now try to put it on the leather on the boots. Okay, now look what we got. Now look how effective that is. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're making real progress. Look at that. Proper application of the product. There we go. We got it on the uppers. And when that's done, you can manipulate it out of the other one too with the reservoir. Okay. Alright. Professional product. Not professional. Ultra. Results. Again, that's the Sun is Not So Dumb t-shirt that I'm wearing. Unconventional use of Hebrew with a German umlaut hyphen. Shin instead of sin. Shit. Figure out a way to edit that. Shin, tight, aleph, dalet, tight. English phonetic equivalent. Stadt, the German word for city. S-T-A-D-T. Special tools and definitive techniques. Now you got that there. Okay, rubbed it on that. Now we're going to try and do this with the other one. Yeah. And we'll try and attempt to do that with this. Very, very, very carefully. Get this out of here. Pull this out. And try and do that right there. This is supposed to ooze and go into there and get into this sponge. And it does a horrendous, terrible job. But if you do what I'm doing, you'll do a way better job. Okay, here comes another idea. Get the 110 Locking Classic Locking Back 428C buck locking back knife. Got it. Check. Here it is. This also came from Tractor Supply. Actually I got it from Walmart. Got a better price. This, very careful with it. This is a tool, not a weapon. Remember, Stadt, German word for city. Special tools, definitive techniques. Carefully cut this off. where the reservoir gets that to go through. While all this is oozed down into the bubble. Instead of wasting time with that, or possibly use a scissor, whichever is best. And obviously clean the blade after you're done. So leave this open for a second. Try to clean with those. Carefully cut through it. There you go. Let's try and get this inside here very carefully. Maybe make a hole in the top in order to get an air pocket to go through the bottom. Take this out. Get this inside of here without spilling it. Good. Check. Keep that on safe. Now, try to get this to come through here. I have a little trouble. Maybe we got to cut it in a little further. Alright. Alright. Got that. Here. This. Okay. Hole go on it. There we go. There we go. That's it. You see that? You got way more of the product to use now. See that? Greatest products and systems in the whole world are useless. If you don't use them properly, you don't know what to do with them. Get this? Because I was foolish, accidentally let a little bit pour out. Maybe I got a little bit too much on it. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay? Improvising. Figuring this out as I'm going along here. Now watch. Look at that. Look at what that's doing. Wow, look at that. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Alright. These boots are used to drive a truck and do garbage routes and walk around an extremely dust-filled transfer station environment in a recycling plant. This inside of here, so even when you got your laces on, you can still see whole entire boot shine. Very bright. Okay. Not quite. A little bit off. Get it right there. Careful, don't let the plastic touch the leather. Okay. Off there. It's on here. There you go. Okay, now let's try to clean this knife sure it's safe. Back. That doesn't become a hazard. Put that up there. Now I'm going to show how I put the boots on. We'll move all this out of the way. Dispose of all this upon completion. And you can get a little more of this in here. A little more over there. Now this is the way I put on. Where are the new? These are the old. The old, or the new? Can't even tell what the heck I did. No. Brain's going soft. This one here. Oh boy. I lost one. No, I didn't. There it is. That's what I call gray out. Okay, when stuff is right in front of you, you can't find it because you're not paying attention to what the hell you're doing. As opposed to blackout or brownout. Like getting a set of keys in the ground. Okay, now this is the final thing I want to show here. Putting these on the way I put them on. Ain't necessarily the way that the United States military or something similar to that does it. Well, obviously you could see now that I'm near the ending of this long video, and hopefully you have the patience to sit through it. And if not, then simply fast forward how I put them on. This here, this here, this, oh boy, it's the laces. Laces, the way I do it, at the bottom eyelets, you go outward from the inside into the uppers of the eyelets. Right to left from the inside, left to right from the inside, crossing outward on each one, going up. As you do that, you make sure that you got that stretch so that it's proper. And you repeat each one after the other so you don't end up with an uneven amount. Any given branch of the United States military or something other similar organization probably does it differently. So you would not want to defy them or go against them. This here is my way. This is the way I walk around. Pull here, then pull here. The eyelets, speedlets, each one at a time. Till you know you got it towards the top. Make sure this is out. And tie it at the top. Double knot it. Make sure it's at the right length so that your loop's the same way as the strings. Everybody I've seen that is military, regardless of branch, nation, taking these things and tied them around the back of them, including a previous regular 4-star Marine Corps general that was their commandant at one time. Guy that went by the name Murphy, in an interview. And people on the very other end of the spectrum in a running race. I don't do that. I take them, put them into the sock, Preferably if there are shirt stays or blousing garters going on the inside. That's just my personal preference because it annoys the crap out of me, and when you pull down your pant leg, it looks better. Okay, then just simply repeat it for the left side. I have no idea how long this went. Hope it didn't take a whole hour. Time will tell. Hopefully people will have the patience to sit through this whole video. I believe it to be the best there is on the subject. That's just my own opinion. Hopefully you, the viewer, will share that opinion. If you like it, click like, and if you don't like it, click dislike. Please try as hard as you possibly can not to flag the video. Don't really believe I've tried as hard as I could not to use profanity or say anything that was of a very questionable, controversial nature, or to annoy or piss people off. Any information you already know, please don't take that as an insult to your intelligence. Here, again, here, here, here. You could adjust your exact tension the way that you want it. That there. Here, 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 here. Okay. Tie a basic knot. Again, make a loop. Actually, you don't really even need to make a double knot. A double knot? No, it's not. No, double knot. Start over. Basic knot. Loop. Loop. Take these two loops, not the two loops for a double knot, either into the sock, preferably for me on the outside or the inside if the shirt stays. Got that down. Now look. How do these look compared to the way they looked before at the beginning of the video? That's how they're properly dressed on the edges. This is the way that they're dressed on the edges. This is the way that I shine them, especially if I'm in a hurry. Thank you for watching, if you sat through it all the way to this point. And remember, the only thing that limits you is your imagination.